different ways of dealing with it, but I know for a fact in sport it'd either be a red or a misconduct, or nothing because he might not have punched him. Obviously replays can help us with that, and the negative effect of this would be it being used in the wrong way. So the kit may not work, it may fail because it might be a prototype or brand new, and obviously it hasn't been around that long, so we have no testing, so it will need to be tested, and obviously the only real way to do that is in a proper game, but that is a big risk, and that is a negative effect. I will now talk to you about the positive and negative effects that analysis has on sport. Firstly, drug testing equipment. Nowadays we have cameras that we can fit on a telescopic pole, which goes up and obviously looks down on the play. We also have cameras that will be fitted to the top of a stadium, for example, and if the national governing body believe that the player has been doping, then they will pull them in for a doping test, straight after the game. Doping control will do that. And then they will look back on the footage to see if the players, say, could have been sprinting faster than everyone else and may look abnormally quicker, which obviously is a huge sign that maybe he's on drugs. And that's a positive effect of analysis. However, a negative effect of analysis would be it being used in the wrong way. For example, what I mean by this is the equipment may not work, which will in turn fail the test, and then they can't prosecute the offender for drug testing, which is obviously illegal in sport, and that's a negative effect. I'll now talk to you also about computer game applications. What I mean by this is, for example, FIFA. They make a football game. The current one at the moment is FIFA 15, and it's been going for years. Kids my age, kids younger than me, older than me, adults older than me, younger than me, everyone plays it. It's a great game, makes them lots of money, which is a positive effect. But also the video and analysis that we use in stadiums is used to make that game. So that's a positive effect. A negative effect could be if the equipment may fail, and in turn will not make the game work or be as good. I will now talk to you about internet-linked data transfer. What I mean by this is, a positive effect of this is there's a company called Sportstech, and they fit a device to a player. They normally put it up here or around their chest or on their hips, and it will track their ball control, speed, stamina, fitness levels, how many sprints they've done, how many times they've walked, how many times they've jogged. It will collect all the data for them, this company called Sportstech, and then it will feed it back to their computers, which they will have in a game, and then this will relate to the manager, who can look at who's been trying the hardest and who he should either put on the bench or start or work with or do something different in training, and that is a positive effect of internet-linked data transfer, and then obviously it's put on the internet so everyone can see it in that team. A negative effect is it's very, very expensive, which is why only the pro clubs can use it, and they pay thousands of pounds a year to have that contract. But the equipment is worth having if you are a pro team. However, for a grassroots team or maybe a lower league team, they can't afford it. All they can really afford to do is film the game and then look back at it themselves, and they won't have that data. And lastly, I will now talk to you about blood lactate testing.